American Legion baseball team from the Mid-South Regional Tournament in New Orleans. This Arrows pregame show is being brought to you by Wise Guys Construction. Whether it's residential, commercial, or restoration construction you need, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651. And by the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Comprehensive chiropractic care for the whole family. Call 785-242-4100 for an appointment. Now, for a preview of Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball, here's Mike Hake.
Good afternoon and hi, everyone. This is Mike Hake, filling in for Gary Bateman on the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic Arrows pregame show. We are live from Kirch Rooney Stadium here in New Orleans, Louisiana, where today the American Legion post 60 Ottawa Arrows, fresh off their third consecutive state championship, take on the Petal Valve Cardinals. The skies are a bit cloudy here today, and that's why the game time is being moved up about 15, 20 minutes. There is rain in the area, but we do expect to get the game in this afternoon. We'll be back to look at the matchup after this. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic Arrows pregame show on 1220 and 107.3 FM KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions, and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Fall is fast approaching, and it's time to book your sports physical with Ottawa Chiropractic. To make it even easier, Ottawa Chiropractic has set aside special days at a very special $25 price. Even better, for every sports physical performed, Ottawa Chiropractic will make a donation to your school's booster club. Call Ottawa Chiropractic today, 785-242-4100, or visit ottawachiropractic.com. Ottawa Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the Ottawa American Legion Baseball Organization, and they wish luck to the Arrows in the Mid-South Regional in New Orleans.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Welcome back to Kirch Rooney Stadium. The Arrows are in the Mid-South Regional now for the third consecutive year, all under the leadership of manager Brian Long. The road back to this year's regional was not easy as the Arrows lost their first game of the state tournament, but roared back to win 6 consecutive games, including beating Great Bend twice for the championship. Overall, they've won 9 out of their last 10 games. Now, the last 2 trips to the Mid-South have not been kind to the Arrows, as they have not notched a victory. They look to turn things around this time, as this team has already shown they refuse to quit no matter what the circumstances. As for the Cardinals, well, they're 26-6. They enter with somewhat of a home field advantage, as they are from post 366 right here in Louisiana. Now, this team, too, is familiar with winning state championships, as they also have won consecutive state championships. One of the players to watch out for here later is pitcher Kyle Clayton of Holy Cross, who's been a superb pitcher for the Petal Valves, a Nicholas College signee. Clayton has won 2 games in the state tournament and is 3-0 with a 0.00 ERA with 40 strikeouts in just 21 1/3 innings on the season. So both of these teams are well positioned to do well in this regional, and we will find out how well they will do. We'll have the starting lineups right after this.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want: success in the Mid-South Regional. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com. When Ottawa Family Physicians chose to construct their new Ottawa Care Clinic inside Costantino's Price Chopper, they turned to Wise Guys Construction. Dr. John Gollier.
We knew they were reliable. Their reputation's excellent. I've known Jason and Bill for a long time, and I trusted them to do a good job. They've worked with our staff and kept our hassles to a minimum. No, I would have absolutely no hesitation recommending Wise Guys Construction.
For commercial or residential construction, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651.
Welcome back, and we have the starting lineups for both squads. First of all, let's start for the visitors, which is the Pedal Valve Cardinals. You're listening to the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic pregame show. So here's the starting lineup, first of all, for the visitors, the Pedal Valves. Leading off, number 6, the center fielder, is Jared Parenti. Check that. We've got that backwards. Let me get this right here. We've got leading off is number 3, Luke Lacoste, the left fielder. Batting second, number 13, Evan Keller, the right fielder. Batting fourth. Batting third, number 4, Justin Orie, the shortstop. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 15, Lau Ball. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 9, Mason Vikner. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 31, Kyle Clayton. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 33, Mickey Toscano. Batting eighth, number 7, the catcher, Andrew Mauro. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 2, Zach Cook. And pitching today is Zach Russell, number 6. And now for your Ottawa Arrows. Leading off, number 6 is Jared Parenti, the center fielder. Batting second is the right fielder, number 9, Trevor Boehm. Batting third, number 35, Trenton Ferguson, who's pitching today. Third baseman, number 15, Donovan Sudi. Batting fifth, number 7, Dalton Rankin, the shortstop. Owen Lamar, number 28, the second baseman, bats sixth. Brock Huddleston, the first baseman, number 21, bats seventh. And Merritt Brown, the catcher, number 5, bats eighth. While number 30, Keegan Finch, the center fielder, bats ninth. We will be back with the start of the game. That is your pregame Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic Arrows pregame show. And we'll be back with the start of the game right after this.
Thank you for listening to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show from New Orleans. Brought to you by Wise Guys Construction and the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. First pitch is coming up next. Scott Schultz of Comfort Care Homes on the renovation of their facility in Ottawa, completed by Wise Guys Construction.
Bill and Jason managed the project. They basically handled all the external communication with all the different parties, and it was a very smooth process. I was extremely satisfied. We've received nothing but compliments on the home, and just really glad to have them involved. I think Wise Guys is one of the leading construction firms in Ottawa.
Be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast featuring the 3-time defending AAA state champion Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team from the Mid-South Regional Tournament in New Orleans. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Croucher Abstract, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, the City of Ottawa. Also by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, People's Bank, Todd Burrows of Crown Realty, Subway, and by Wise Guys Construction, Ransom Memorial Hospital, and Advantage Electric. Now let's head back to Kirsch Rooney Stadium and rejoin Mike Hake for Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball.
All right, welcome back, and we are ready for action here. The final pitch of warm-ups is being thrown, and down to second it goes, and so we are about ready to start here. It is, as I said, cloudy. The wind appears to be blowing out towards right field. And we are ready to go here. Getting ready to step into the batter's box for the Cardinals is number 3, Luke Lacoste, who is the left fielder. And here comes the first pitch. Lined up the middle, base hit. That was just a line drive. He just went right with the pitch, right back up the middle. And so just like that, the Cardinals have one on. Now batting second is Evan Keller, the right fielder, number 13. So one on here. Nobody out, top of the first inning. In case you're joining and thinking you're going to be hearing the pregame show, the game started a little bit early. We have some weather in the area that we're trying to get out ahead of here. So that's what's going on. Ferguson takes a look at the runner. Now here, pitch up high for a ball, a fastball. Lacoste at first, he singled on the very first pitch of the ball game, right up the middle. Keller, the right fielder, a right-hander, steps in. 1-0. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner. The throw to second, and he is safe as the ball is dropped by the shortstop for the Arrows. Dalton Rankin. He was probably beat that anyway, but he did drop the ball just at the end there. So now there's a runner at second, and 2-0 the count. Ferguson checks the runner. Now here comes the pitch, up high for a ball, and it's actually 2-1 on the pitch that Lacoste ran on. That was actually called a strike. So it is 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ferguson checks back the runner. They're not holding him on. Playing a little cat and mouse with him. Here comes the pitch, and it is a strike. So it is 2-2 on the outside part of the plate. Keller, the right-hander, looks down to his third base coach to see if there is anything doing. Coach just stares back at him. Ferguson at the belt. Now the windup. Here's the pitch. Down low, and a nice stop on that play by Merritt Brown. All right, check that. Nice stop on the play by Andrew Mauro. You have to forgive me here. I have not done any of either the Arrows or the Vowels games, so please bear with me. His pitch is high and inside, ball 4, so now 2 on, nobody out for the Cardinals here to start the ball game. Batting third now is Justin Orie, the shortstop, number 4. Runners at first and second, nobody out. The first runner at second base on by a single and then a walk by Ferguson. Ferguson set at the belt. Now the wind and the pitch. The ball is just a little bit outside. It looked like a slider that he threw just low and away, and it's ball 1. Ferguson on the year, though, 6-0, 1.1, 1.8 ERA with a whip of 1.452. So definitely he is doing very well. Now pitch is low and in the dirt and gets away just momentarily from the catcher. And on to third base on the play is Lacoste, but staying at first base is Keller. So it is 2-0 now, and the Cardinals have something cooking with runners at first and third and nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Ball is up high. Now it's 3-0. Again, runners at first and third. Ferguson takes a look at the runner at third, now looks at first, now comes set, now the pitch. And there's a strike, 3-1. 1 hit so far in the inning. That was on the very first pitch of the game. A line drive right back up the middle. Kind of hit it off the end of the bat, but had just enough to get through the infield on a line drive. The pitch is popped up, and calling for it is the shortstop. And that is Dalton Rankin, or check that, and I'm going to get that right, folks. I apologize. Hang with me here. That's right, Dalton Rankin with the catch. So now there is 1 out and still runners holding at first and third. Up to bat now, batting fourth, is Law Bell. Now, Bell is the first baseman, number 15, a right-handed batter. Runners at first and third. Ferguson comes set. Now here's the first pitch to him. Grounded foul right off of the first base dugout. Count is 0-1. Ball momentarily runs back out onto the field. second baseman Owen Lamar grabs it and tosses it to the umpire. Now the runner just goes and takes off towards second. They're trying to play here, trying to get him in, and they do have him in a rundown. Now they throw back to third. Now they got the runner at third in a rundown, and that catcher has it back to third base. Now nobody at home, and he's going to score. Nobody came back behind Merritt Brown to back him up, and that was really Ferguson's job to get there to back up the catcher, and he didn't do it, and as a result, Luke Lacoste steals home. So the play was put on by the Cardinals, and they were able to execute it, although not perfectly. It did work because they got the run. Next pitch is up high, and the count is 1-1. As we were saying, Ferguson really has. He's got 41 strikeouts here and only 14 base on balls, although he has one here in this inning. This third ball stays up high. It's 2-1. Runner at second now, and that is Evan Keller, who started the whole rundown process. Really just took off while Ferguson was set in order to set the play in motion, which eventually ended up working for the Cardinals, giving them the 1-0 lead. There's a good fastball up. Ball waves at it and miss, and it's 2-2. Ferguson checks in for the side, now checks the runner. The line, the pitch, and a high chopping ball to shortstop across the diamond and in time to get him. It was a very close play. The ball was not hit all that sharply. It was a high bouncer, but yet Dalton Rankin was able to get it and release it quickly enough to get it on over to first base to record the second out of the inning. And on that play, Keller moves to third base on the throw. So 2 out, 1 run home so far in the inning. And now batting is number 9, Mason Vikner. Vikner's the third baseman. The wind, the pitch inside. It looked like he took a little something off of that. Either didn't quite get the curveball to break for him a little bit, and now Ferguson steps off the mound for a second. And really, if Ferguson can get out of this inning with just 1 run scored here, he'll have done very well. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Low and away. It's 2-0. He checks the runner. Now looks in for the side, has it, throws. It's a strike, 2-1. A little bit of delay from home plate umpire on making that strike call. It's 2-1. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk so far for the Cardinals here in the top of the first. Another good pitch. That was a nice slider that just caught the outside half of the plate, and now it's 2-2. Time called now by Vikner. He steps out, adjusts his batting gloves, and steps right back in. Chokes all the way down on the bat. Now he's set. Ferguson's ready for him as well. Checks the runner. Here comes the pitch, and it's fouled away over on the first base side. Now to play, and potentially a vehicle there. We're not sure yet. No doubt about it, Ferguson has had to labor a bit here this inning, but let's see if he can work his way out of this with only 1 run scored. Here's the pitch. He takes a swing. It is strike 3, but dropped the ball. Now throws it over to first, and we have the side retired. So after the top of the first inning, 1 run on 1 hit for the Cardinals with the Arrows coming up to bat. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Your locally owned abstract and title company in Franklin County is Croucher Abstract and Title. Located in the heart of downtown Ottawa, Rod Croucher and his staff are available to service your abstract and title needs. Stop in to see them at 324 South Main or call 785-242-3281. Croucher Abstract and Title Company is a proud supporter of area student athletes and wishes Coach Brian Long, his staff, and the Ottawa Arrows baseball team the best of luck in New Orleans as they play in the Mid-South Regional Tournament.
And welcome back here as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Cardinals of Louisiana lead 1-0. They had runners at first and second, nobody out in the inning, and really Ferguson did a nice job of getting out of that inning with just one run scored. And really the way they scored that run was using a trick play in a sense of trying to get the runner at first into a rundown with runners at first and third. That actually worked for him in the long run, but he did a nice job of battling his way out of the inning. On the mound now for the Cardinals is Zach Russell. And his battery mate is number 7, Andrew Mauro. Off now for the Ottawa Arrows is the center fielder, number 6, Jared Parenti. Parenti on the season is batting .365 with a .500 slugging percentage and an OPS of 1.018. The umpire cleans off home plate. Parenti steps in, looks down at his third base coach. Now he's ready. The first pitch is low for a ball. Parenti on the season has 33 base on balls. This pitch is a strike, and now we're even at 1-1. Only 12 strikeouts, and I'll tell you something. If he gets on, he's a threat to steal. 32 stolen bases. That's why you've got him at the top of the order. The next pitch is a slider that cuts through the outside part of the plate, right above the knee for a strike. It's 1-2. Ground ball, chopped through the middle, base hit, and Parenti is on. So just like the Cardinals did at the very beginning of the ball game, the Arrows have their first runner on. Now batting second for the Arrows is the right fielder, Trevor Beam. Trevor Beam, number 9. Trevor, 80 plate appearances on the season, 43 hits, 25 RBIs, bats second in the lineup, digs his foot in, the right-handed batter, towards the back, takes the first pitch low for a ball, was showing bunt there for a second. As we mentioned earlier, Parenti, a threat to steal at any time. One and one the count. Russell, the pitcher. Now he throws over to first, and Parenti dives back in safely. Not close. Bain back in the batter's box now. Squares as if to bunt, and does bunt, a good bunt. They'll have no play at second. The throw over to first base is in time, and Parenti moves up to second base, so a sacrifice on the play by Boehm. A nice play as the pitcher is able to throw him out 1-3. First out of the inning, 1 out, and here comes Trenton Ferguson. Ferguson would certainly like to help himself out here, if you can go cliche, if you will. Ferguson on the year as a hitter, 109 plate appearances, and 43 RBIs. He's got a chance to tie the ball game here with a base hit. First pitch is a fastball low and away. 1-0. 1-0 is our score. The Cardinals scored in the top of the first inning. They had 1 run on 1 hit. Now Parenti opened the game with the hit as well. He's got a nice leadoff second, a little cat and mouse now being played. Now here comes the pitch. A slow roller toward short. Parenti will go to third base. The throw across the diamond is in time as the shortstop for the Cardinals, Justin Orie, throws him out. So here we are now, batting fourth, Donovan Sudi. Sudi on the season is 92 plate appearances, batting .457. Sudi digs in. He's not all the way to the back of the box. He's sort of up towards the front of the plate here. Parenti at third base, 2 out. Here's the pitch, down low for a ball. 2 out, 1 on, runner at third base. 1-0, the Cardinals of Louisiana here early on. And a little slow inside chopped roller towards the first baseman who steps on the bag and easily retires Sudi unassisted. So that is the end of the first inning. The Arrows 1 hit, no runs, and after the end of the first inning, our score is 1-0 Cardinals. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want: success in the Mid-South Regional. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com. The real estate market is hot, almost as hot as the Ottawa Arrows. Let Todd Burrows at Crown Realty in Ottawa keep that hot streak alive for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Todd today at 785-229-5654 or visit toddburrows.crownrealty.com. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows in New Orleans.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team the best of luck in the Mid-South Regional Tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, you can get a different $6 footlong every day at Subway of Ottawa.
To the top of the second inning we go. 1-0 is our score. Louisiana, the Cardinals, the Pedal Valves, scored in the first inning. And really, it was a great job done there by Ferguson to just keep that to 1 run. So here's who will be batting now for the Cardinals on the top of the second. Will be Lyle Clanton, Mickey Toscano, and Andrew Mauro. Those will, and if anybody gets on, it will be the catcher, Zach Cook. The right-hander, Clanton, steps in. Here comes the wind in the pitch. Grounds it foul past third base. Ferguson had him tied up on that pitch. Here comes the next one. And it hit him. He didn't really make much of an effort to get out of the way of the pitch. He just sort of leaned into it a little bit, and Ferguson hit him. And there is a runner at first base now, hit by a pitch. So now Mickey Toscano comes up, and for the second inning in a row, the Cardinals have their leadoff man on. First time was a hit by Lacoste, and this time hit by a pitch. Number 33, Toscano, a right-handed batter. In the batter's box, up towards the front. Ferguson checks the runner. Here comes the pitch, and hit him in the head. But it just glances off the top of his helmet, so 2 hit batters in a row. And now the Cardinals have something cooking here in the second inning as well, as they have runners at first and second and nobody out. Here comes Andrew Mauro. Mauro is the catcher. And Brian Long's going to go out and have a little conference on the mound, try and settle Ferguson down. This is uncharacteristic for Trenton Ferguson. He has really pitched well, as I said. He has 2 hit batters so far on the season, or 3, and he's got 2 in this inning. He's 6-0 on the season, 41 strikeouts, 14 walks, 8 earned runs, 11 runs allowed, 28 hits, and 31 innings pitched. So this is not like him to start out like this. He's probably just a wee bit nervous, maybe. We'll see. Runners at first and second, nobody out for the Cardinals here in the top of the second. They lead 1-0. If you're joining us and wondering why we're so far into the game already, the game started a little bit early as the skies above us are, I wouldn't call them ominous, I would call them dark, and maybe a little rain headed our way. The lights now just coming on here at the stadium. Here comes the first pitch tomorrow. It's a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Ferguson after he checks the runners. inside ball 2. 2-0. 1 run on 1 hit for the Cardinals. No runs, 1 hit for the Arrows. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike, 2-1. So Ferguson climbs back into the count here. 2 on, nobody out, top of the 2nd inning. Ferguson checks the runner at 2nd. Stares at him. Now stares in for the sign, gets it, and throws the pitch inside, and it's 3-1. Andrew Mauro, the catcher for the Cardinals, number 7, at the plate, the right-handed batter. All the way up towards the front of the box, really his back foot is just on the edge of the back of the plate. And he takes a swing at the 3-1 pitch and way behind on it and fouls it off towards the first base side. It's 3-2 now. So Ferguson was a master last inning of getting himself out of a jam. Let's see if he can do it here. Let's see if the runners go here. I doubt they will. Wouldn't make much sense. Mauro steps out as Ferguson was taking too long, in his opinion. He asked the umpire for time, and it was granted. Ferguson again checks the runner. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Runners don't go, and it's ball 4. So that is a base on balls after the first 2 batters in the inning were both hit by pitches. And we now have the bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the 2nd. Zach Cook, the second baseman, is now batting. He is the number 9 batter. First pitch to him, swing and fouled back behind the plate. It's 0-1. So Ferguson gets out ahead of him, which he needed to do in this situation. It'll be interesting to see here what the Cardinals might try here. You've got a number 9 batter who typically is a guy that's not what I would consider to be either a big power threat. Usually they're a little bit faster, maybe not as good a batter, but probably pretty good with being able to put down bunts or move runners along. Let's see what happens here. Next pitch is outside for a ball. The bases are loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 2nd inning. There is nowhere to put this guy, so something will happen. Next pitch is low. That looked like a off-speed pitch that was in the dirt and just kind of climbed across the plate. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. The second baseman, Cook, looks down at his third base coach. Cook all the way in the back of the batter's box. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. He goes after a high pitch and fouls it back off the first base side, and the count now evens at 2-2. Cook is taxing himself a little bit with his pitch count here in the early going. He has not made it easy on himself. And fouled back again on another high pitch, but that seems to be the area where Ferguson wants to go with this pitch because Cook keeps offering at him pitches that are letter high or maybe even a little higher than that. Ferguson comes set at the belt, checks the runner at third. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and it is hit down the right field line, foul past the first base umpire. So we'll do it again. The umpire asked for a couple of more baseballs, and he gets those, and the ball is rolled in from foul territory in the outfield. The runners, of course, were moving as the ball was hit. Ferguson stares in for the sign. He gets it. Now comes set. Checks the runner at third. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul off to the first base side, again on a high pitch. And so it's sort of become a game of cat and mouse here. Ferguson continues to throw the ball letter high, and Cook continues to foul him back off to the right. So let's see if Ferguson has him in swing mode at this point and maybe throws one low and away to see if he'll chase. Let's see. He does throw one low and away, and he fouls it off. So Cook is certainly doing a great job of staying alive here at the plate, 2-2. Ferguson also doing an excellent job of battling this batter. He's really got to get something done here, got to get an out, hopefully get something done here. First and third are in. Short and second at double play depth. Here comes the pitch, and once again it's fouled back. So now we're on about an 8 or 9. I have to check that at bats or swings here, pitch against Cook. So Ferguson is battling, but so is Cook. So really a pretty important part of the ball game right here early on in the top of the second inning. Let's see what happens here. Ferguson again is fouled off to the right side, and Cook again goes after a pitch that was up and away. So these two are in an epic battle, and whoever loses this battle here, I think, is not going to be very happy. Here comes the pitch, and he struck him out. So finally, he throws an off-speed pitch, and Cook goes down on strikes, and boy, oh boy, is that a big pitch for Ferguson right there. He records the first out of the inning on a swinging strike of Zach Cook. Now we're back to the top of the order, and Luke Lacoste. Luke singled on the very first pitch he saw of the ball game, right up the middle, and then stole a base, and eventually came around and scored for the only run of the ball game. So now bases remain loaded. First and third remain even with the bag. Short and second, well, they're still back in double play depth. Here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss. So, again, continuing to pitch the ball up a little bit in the strike zone is Ferguson, but Lacoste misses the pitch, and it's 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. Lacoste digs in. Stares out at Ferguson. Ferguson stares back. Now comes set. Here comes the wind in the pitch. And he hit him. That's the third hit batsman of the inning, and that went off the top of the helmet as well, and that will force in a run. So it is now 2-0 as we are in the top of the second inning here. The third hit batsman of the inning. Clayton comes down to score on the play. Toscano goes to third, Mauro to second, and Lacoste is at first base. 3 hit batters in this inning, and 3 hit batters and a walk. First pitch now to Keller. He swings and misses, strike one. Unfortunately for Ferguson, the damage that's being done here is mostly self-inflicted. Oh, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, 0-2. So quickly jumps ahead of Keller here, which is a good thing. Keller, his last time up, walked. As I was saying, that's 3 hit batters in the inning for Ferguson. He has hit 3 batters all year. So control is obviously an issue for him early on in this ball game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it just inside. Boy, that looked awful close, but does not get rung up, and maybe just off the inside of the plate. And the count goes to 1-2. Nice job of setting up there by Merritt Brown. Here comes the next pitch. It's an off-speed pitch that's also inside and low. Now the count evens out at 2-2. Bases are loaded. 1 run home in the inning. All of this, by the way, without the courtesy of 1 single hit. 3 hit batters and a walk. Here comes the pitch outside for a ball. Now it's 3-2. 1 out. 2 strikeouts so far for Ferguson, but he has also 2 base on balls. 3 hit batsmen so far. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And he walks him. And that'll walk in a run. So Evan Keller takes the walk. on a 3-2 pitch. He goes to first. Lacoste goes to second. Toscano scores. Mauro goes to third. It is 3-0 Cardinals. And there's a meeting on the mound right now. As Brown goes out to try and calm his pitcher Ferguson down a little bit. Justin Orie made it out his first time up. He popped out. Here comes the pitch. Up high for a ball. Bases are still loaded. Top of the second inning. 3 runs, 1 hit. 2 runs this inning, no hits. Orie hits one to center field, and it's deep and in the gap. And that is going to probably clear the bases. 1 run's in, 2 runs score, and it will clear the bases as Orie triples into the right center field. A dive made there in center field by Parenti to try and catch that ball and help his pitcher out, but he was unable to get it, and it rolled a little bit behind him. But the right fielder, Trevor Boehm, was able to come over and get it as quickly as possible. But 3 runs score on the hit, on the triple by Justin Orie, and we're going to have a pitching change. It looks like Trevor Boehm is going to come in and pitch now. Trevor Boehm is going to be the new pitcher, and they're going to move some other things around here. I want to see where you're going to have to bear with me here. Going to short will be Ferguson. Ferguson goes to short, and does that mean Rankin goes to right field? I'm not positive. I'll have to check on that. So 1 hit in the inning, 5 runs have scored. 7 men have come to the plate, and the 8th batter, Lyle Ball, will be coming up. Ball last time grounded out to the shortstop. 6 runs, 2 hits for the Cardinals. It was a little bit of a rough outing for Ferguson today. He is still responsible for the runner at third base. There is a conversation still going on the mound. I'm trying to figure out exactly what. No one is actually, I think they're actually changing maybe catchers at the same time, too. So that appears to be what they're doing. I think they may, and again, forgive me here, yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. What they're going to do is they're going to move Merritt Brown to right field. Merritt Brown has moved to right field, I believe. No, check that. Merritt Brown is now going to pitch. Got it. Merritt Brown is now going to pitch. And Trevor Boehm, I believe, will go to right field. I'll get it sorted out here for you in a minute, folks. There's a lot of moving parts here right now. They've moved about 4 or 5 players, and you'll have to forgive me. I'm not as familiar as I would hope I would be at this point. Merritt Brown is pitching. And I'm trying to see who's going to right field. Keegan Finch is in right field. All right, now I'm not sure who's in center. I'll try and get this straightened out for you here, folks. But here's what I can tell you. There are 5 runs home here in the top of the second inning. There's 1 out. 2 hits on the day so far for the Cardinals, but they have been the beneficiary of 3 hit batsmen, a couple of walks, a triple that really cleaned the bases up here for them. And that triple was by Justin Orie. Now a hard-hit ground ball. They're coming home from third. The throw to the plate, they got him. So a very nice play as the very first pitch goes down to the third baseman, Donovan Sooty, who comes home with it and he is tagged out. So the runner at third base, who just had tripled on that play, Justin Orie, is thrown out from 5-2. So there's 2 outs now. Runner at first. Here comes the pitch, and it is fouled back. The batter is number 9, Mason Vikner. He struck out his first time. So that closes the book on Ferguson. He gives up 6 runs. Next pitch is low and inside. 6 runs on 2 hits. He walked 3, struck out 2, and hit 3. Next pitch is outside for a ball, 2-1. Merritt Brown is pitching. I'll get you his stats here in a second. Line down the left field line and foul. That ball was tagged, but just got out in front of it just a little too much. Got out in front of it. Vikner, and the ball is foul. So 2-2 the count still. Runner at first base. 2 out in the inning. 5 runs home for the Cardinals. The pitch, fouled back. Merritt Brown on the season, 7 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, 6 base on balls, 8 strikeouts, a 1.31 ERA. Here comes the pitch. And again inside, but this one is fair down the left field line. And now runners move up 90 feet. So runners now at first and second with 2 out. And the one who started this one, Clanton, who was hit by a pitch, is now back up. So they have completely batted around here in the second inning, the Cardinals have. And now the ball gets away on the pitch, and both runners move up to second and third on the wild pitch. Ball's at third base now. Reached on a fielder's choice. He grounded to third base, and Orie was thrown out at home. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Down low for a ball. 2-0. Down low, 3-0. Clanton, as I said, started this off by being hit by a pitch. 3-1 as that one climbs over the strike zone. 6 runs on 3 hits for the Cardinals. No runs on 1 hit for the Arrows. Now there's a ground ball back up the middle and on through into center field. 1 run will score. Here comes the play at the plate. He is safe. Nice throw from center field, but just not quite in time. And 2 more runs trot home, making it an 8-0 ball game here in the top of the second inning. Clanton with the single that drives in 2. Now batting is Toscano. Toscano was also hit by a pitch his first time up in this inning. First pitch to him, though, is a strike. Runner at first, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Chopper foul at third base. Sudi reaches over and tosses it out of play. Now there's a line drive past the diving shortstop and another base hit, so now runners at first and second with 2 out. And the hit parade continues here as Toscano now singles into left field. Moving up to second base on the play is Clanton. Andrew Mauro up now also for the second time in this inning. And here's a pitch off the glove of the third baseman, and a run will score. Let's see how they score that one. The ball was fairly hard hit. And Sudi had the ball go off of his glove. Let's see if they... It's now 9-0. There's some debate going on, and we gave him a base hit. All right, so base hit. It was a hard hit ball. It was hard to say if he could have come up. You'd have had to make a really nice play on that in order to make it. So they do give him a base hit on that. Mauro now at first base. Toscano at second. Pitches a strike. The 12th man to bat here in the inning, who had a very, very, very long at-bat against Ferguson, seems like, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. But he had a very long at-bat, and Ferguson struck him out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Brown looks in, checks for the sign. Now here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball is outside. Eight runs home in the inning on 5 hits. Swing and a miss, and check that, he fouls it off, and Cook was able to avoid not only making the first out of the inning, but also making the third out of the inning and striking out both times, at least so far. 3-2, 2 out. The runners will be moving here. Brown looks back at second, steps off. Now here comes the pitch. And ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. Mauro goes to second, Toscano to third, and Cook takes a base on balls. Lacasse now will bat for the third time now, only in the second inning. First time he singled, the second time he was hit by a pitch, and now he takes ball 1. He is the 14th man to bat in the inning. Pitch is outside, ball 2. Pitch is inside, nearly hit him. Ball 3, 3-0. Pitch is a called strike. 3-1. Next pitch is hit a fly ball to left field. Now camping under it is the left fielder who makes the play and retires the side. So, in the top of the second inning, the Cardinals send 14 men to the plate, score 8 on 5 runs as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Our score now is the Cardinals 9, the Arrows nothing. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams, from People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more. We believe our local sports teams are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows from all of us at People's Bank, member FDIC.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
And welcome back to New Orleans, Louisiana, where the Cardinals are leading the Arrows by a score of 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And the top of the second inning was just a really tough inning for the Arrows. They just couldn't get anything to really go their way in that inning. They gave up 8 runs on 5 hits. They had 3 or 4 hit batters. I have to go back and check that on my notes here. Anyway, we're turning the page to the bottom of the second, and this team, I will tell you this right now, that the Arrows don't quit, so there's a lot of baseball left. Let's see what happens here. It'll be Rankin, Lamar, and Huddleston for the Arrows as we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Arrows started out the top of the first inning with a base hit by Parenti, but he was stranded. And now we head to the bottom of the second inning. Dalton Rankin steps in. Rankin on the year, 86 plate appearances, 23 runs, and 29 hits. He's batting .337 with a .979 OPS. First pitch is a ball. Fouled back. It's 1-1. So if you're Zach Grissel now, really your task here is to throw strikes. That's your job. Throw strikes. You've got a 9-run lead. Just put the ball in play. And it's 2-1. He checks for the sign. Now he's ready. He throws, and it is lined fair. Fair up the left field line by Rankin. He's rounding first on his way into second with a double. So, I told you they didn't quit, and here we go. Nice double to start the inning. Rankin took an inside pitch and slashed it down the left field line for a double. Here's Owen Lamar. Lamar on the season, 36 hits, 76 at-bats, batting .474 with a 1.158 on OPS. First pitch to him is a strike just above the knees on the inside corner. Runner at second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Now a ground ball to second. That'll move the runner to third. Throw over to first is in time. So now the Arrows have a runner at third with 1 out. Up to the plate steps Brock Huddleston. Huddleston on the year, 19 hits, 15 RBIs, 1 homer. Huddleston grounds a little ball slowly to second base for the out, but the run does come home and score on the play, so he does a nice job of getting the runner home, and that is now the first run of the ball game for the Arrows. It is 9-1. I tell you what, the Arrows are doing a really nice job of taking that play right there and just getting runs, right? You need to do something positive needs to happen for you, and that's what they were able to do by moving the runner over both times. So here's Merritt Brown now. Brown takes the first pitch. It is low. Here's the next pitch. Strike. Just over the inside part of the plate. Nobody on. 2 out, but 1 run home in the inning for the Arrows, who trail 9-1. Pitch is outside. On the season, Brown has a double, 13 RBIs, 13 hits, 52 at-bats, 8 runs scored, 21 base on balls, 9 Ks, and 2 stolen bases. Next pitch is also a ball, and it's 3-1. On-base percentage of .500 for Brown, takes a strike, 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, a chopper to short. He's up with it, pegs it across the diamond in time, and that retires the side. However, the Arrows score a run on a double by Dalton Rankin, and then he is driven home on a ground out to second base by Brock Huddleston. As we head to the top of the 3rd inning, our score now is the Cardinals 9 and the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures. The real estate market is hot, almost as hot as the Ottawa Arrows. Let Todd Burrows at Crown Realty in Ottawa keep that hot streak alive for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Todd today at 785-229-5654 or visit toddburrows.crownrealty.com. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows in New Orleans. Your locally owned abstract and title company in Franklin County is Croucher Abstract and Title. Located in the heart of downtown Ottawa, Rod Croucher and his staff are available to service your abstract and title needs. Stop in to see them at 324 South Main or call 785-242-3281. Croucher Abstract and Title Company is a proud supporter of area student athletes and wishes Coach Brian Long, his staff, and the Ottawa Arrows baseball team the best of luck in New Orleans as they play in the Mid-South Regional Tournament.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
We head to the top of the 3rd inning now, and if you're an Ottawa Arrows fan, you're not going to like the news. The news is 9-1. The Cardinals over the Arrows here as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. 9 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. 1 run on 2 hits and no errors for the Arrows. First pitch is low and away. At the plate is Evan Keller. He has walked twice today, so no official plate appearances. His next pitch is also a ball. Both of those actually look like pretty good pitches, but they're not called strikes, and we have a 2-0 count. 14 men to the plate last inning. There's a strike, 2-1. 14 people came to the plate, 14 batters in the 2nd inning for the Cardinals as they were able to put up 8 runs on 5 hits. Next pitch is low and away, and it is a 3-1. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Slow roller towards short. Now the throw across is just in time. So a really nice play there made by Dalton Rankin, who had a double in the last inning and scored a run. So Rankin made a really nice play there after getting a double in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So 1 out now, nobody on, as Keller grounds out to short. We are in the top of the 3rd inning. Justin Orie, who hit a triple, really his hit in that inning, in the top of the 2nd inning, sort of opened the floodgates, if you will. First pitch to him is a strike. Now here comes the 2nd pitch, and he drives one deep to left field. Back, and off the wall, and now traveling into second base. So he's got a triple, and now he has a double. I tell you what, the reason I paused there momentarily is I thought for a second there that we might have actually been able to catch that ball. He made a valiant attempt at it, just was not able to get there and catch it. Was the left fielder for the Arrows. He was not able to quite catch up to it, and the ball just barely dropped right behind him. He made a really good effort at it, but was able to fall, and now they have a runner at second, and that is, as I said now, another hit for Orie, who has a triple and a double so far in this game. Lyle Ball is up. Ball takes a strike. Count is 2-1. Runner at second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3-1 on Lyle Ball. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 3-2. Brown now in pitching in relief of Ferguson. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and he walked him, ball 4. So now runners at first and second, 1 out. Mason Vikner. Vikner had a single his last time out. He struck out his first time up today. In case you're just joining us, 9-1, the Cardinals of Louisiana are leading the Arrows here as we are in the top of the third inning. 2 on, 1 out. Merritt Brown now in pitching in place of Trenton Ferguson. Next pitch is a ball. Now they throw back to second to try and get to the runner, and he is back in time. So the count's 1-1. That throw alone tells me the Arrows are definitely still out there competing. Next pitch is high and over the head. Now another throw back to second and almost got him again. I'll tell you what, if we'd have been a little bit quicker on the bag there, we might have had a chance to get him, but a heck of a throw there. Two and one the count, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Foul towards the third base side. Count evens out at 2-2. Merritt Brown on the mound. He's given up 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he strikes him out. So Merritt Brown is able to send Mason Vikner down on strikes with a swing and a miss. That's the second strikeout of the day for Vikner. Glanton now, who had a single his last time up, was hit by a pitch his first time up. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing in time on a pitch in the dirt. 1-0. Brown says, give me a different baseball. I want one that's going to give me a strike. Now he steps off the mound and walks by and cleans off his cleats a little bit. Now steps back up onto the rubber. Kyle Clayton in the batter's box. Pitch is outside for a ball, 2-0. Blanton, as I said, hit by a pitch and a single, has scored 2 runs. Next pitch is outside as well, 3-0. And low. We are just in the top of the third inning here. And the 3-0 pitch is called strike. Glenn had taken 3, maybe 4 steps towards first base, and the umpire said, not so quick. Why don't you come on back here and take another hack at it. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and it's popped up behind short. And short hands out to get it and does grab it. So that retires to the side. No runs on one hit. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, our score is the Louisiana Cardinals 9, the Kansas Arrows, Ottawa Arrows, 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Try explaining the way we do things in Kansas to someone from New York or Boston, and they'll look at you as if you lost your mind. So why would you trust your money with a financial institution that not only doesn't understand our lifestyle, but doesn't care? Luckily for us, there's Kansas State Bank. Community people you know. Kansas State Bank can handle all your banking needs. Checking, savings, and retirement accounts, Visa check cards, and so much more. Call 785-242-3600 and talk to an authentic Kansan today. Kansas State Bank, proud supporter of Ottawa American Legion Baseball as the Arrows head to New Orleans for the Mid-South Regional Tournament.
And welcome back to New Orleans, Louisiana. Well, the skies remain a little bit dark. The wind continues to blow a fairly steady breeze out to right field. The score is 9-1, the Cardinals over the Arrows right now as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And as we head to the bottom of the third inning, Keegan Finch will get his first at-bat of the ball game. It'll be Finch, and then back to the top of the order, Parenti, and then Trevor Boehm. The Arrows picked up a run in the bottom of the second inning on a double by Dalton Rankin, and then consecutive groundouts to second by Lamar and Huddleston drove in that run. First pitch swinging is Finch, and he misses, strike one. Finch on the year, 89 at-bats, 53 hits, 43 RBIs, 12 doubles. And on the next pitch, he grounds out back to the second baseman. And that's the first out of the inning. So now back to the top of the order, and Jared Parenti. Parenti, his first time up, singled, and now he swings at the first pitch. Hard hit ground ball to third, but nice play by the third baseman who throws it across the diamond for out number 2. That was a really nice play by the third baseman, Mason Vikner, for the Cardinals. The ball was hit really hard and kind of took a funny bounce, but he was able to stay with it and then fired across in time to get to Parenti. So that's the second out of the inning. And now a base hit. Trevor Boehm lines one over second base, rounds first base, slides down a little bit, gets back up, and heads back to the bag. If you're tuning in and wondering or wishing probably where Gary Bateman is, he wasn't able to make it down here to do the games, and so they've called in the second string, or maybe the fifth string, I'm not sure which it is at this point, to do this game. 9-1, the Cardinals of Louisiana. The Arrows trying to see if they can get something going here. And Ferguson now at the plate would desperately like to do something at the plate. First time up, he grounded out to shortstop. Throw over to first, not in time. Trevor Boehm. Back in time. Now another throw over to first, a little bit closer that time. Roussel had a good move on that one. And there's a swing and a miss by Ferguson. Had a really good hack at it, but didn't make any contact. And the count's now 1-1. If Ferguson can keep the inning going, Sudie be next. Ferguson fouls it off against the screen on the first base side. The count now moves to 1-2. We are in the bottom of the third inning. Our score is 9-1. 9 runs, 7 hits for the Cardinals. 1 run on 3 hits for the Arrows. Swing and a miss. And Ferguson goes after a high fastball, doesn't get it, and strikes out. So, no runs on 1 hit for the Arrows. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, our score is the Cardinals 9, the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team the best of luck in the Mid-South Regional Tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, you can get a different $6 footlong every day at Subway of Ottawa.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures. You know Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa as the premier residential and commercial construction company. But did you know they also provide full repair for fire and flood restoration? Here's Bill Crowley, owner of Wise Guys Construction.
We offer full turnkey services, from cleaning and drying to the repairs of your project. We're an insurance preferred contractor. When disaster strikes, experience matters.
When it comes to your residential, commercial, or restoration needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 785-229-5651.
And welcome back to Kirsch Rooney Stadium here in New Orleans, Louisiana. 9-1 our score. The Cardinals over the Arrows in the top of the 4th inning. Merritt Brown back out to pitch for the Arrows. He was a little slow coming out of the dugout. So now finishing up his warm-up tosses. For the Cardinals, as we go to the top of the 4th inning, it'll be Toscano, Mauro, and Book. It'll be their 7, 8, and 9 hitters, the bottom of the order. Toscano has been hit by a pitch and has a single. He has scored 1 run. He scored that run in the 8-run 2nd inning. Toscano digs in, Brown pitches, and it is a strike. A nice breaking pitch, cuts across the inside half of the plate. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's popped up. Ferguson calls him off at third base and makes the play in foul territory behind the third base bag as he called off Donovan Sudi, who was also there. So, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. So Andrew Mauro now steps in, and he takes a first pitch strike. Mauro today has a base on ball and a single. Here comes the next pitch. It is a ball. The count evens out at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 4th inning. Brown set. Now here comes the pitch, and it's lined towards center field, but stays up, and the catch is made. So 2 out now, nobody on, and 2 very quick outs here in the top of the 4th inning, a line out to center field. Zach Cook, who has a base on balls and a strikeout. The number 9 man in the order. Brown set, throws the pitch, and it hit him. So Zach Cook is sort of had an interesting number of plate appearances so far. He's walked, he's struck out, now he's been hit by a pitch here. And that is the 5th hit by pitch today by the Arrows. Runner at first, 2 out. Back to the top of the order. Now a slow roller. Ferguson's got it, shovels it to second base, and it's in time for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 hit batter. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th, our score is the Cardinals 9 and the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams, from People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more. We believe our local sports teams are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows from all of us at People's Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the bottom of the fourth inning now. It will be Cody, Rankin, and Lamar. So the heart of the order coming up, the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Arrows. Let's see if they can get something going here. 1 run on 3 hits for him so far. Sudi in his first at bat was jammed and rolled to first base to end the inning when he batted in the first inning. A little slow to get in and out of the dugout. Both teams actually a little bit. And now the final warm-up toss runs down to second base. And Donovan Sudi leads off the inning here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Arrows. First pitch is grounded to short. Nice big hop and across the diamond for the first out of the inning. So Sudi is retired on the first pitch of the inning, the bottom of the fourth, 6-4. 6-3, check that. 1 out. Rankin, in his only plate appearance, doubled his last time up. He has 1 of the 3 hits for the Arrows. First pitch to him is a strike. Next pitch is inside and low for a ball. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and again it's lined down the left field line, and a catch is made. Wow, what an incredible catch. And taking a hit or possibly extra bases away from Rankin was the left fielder for the Cardinals. That was a heck of a catch as he dove. Mickey Toscano dove to left field and was able to actually dive and make the catch. It was a really nice catch. He went all out for it. Ball had gotten by him. It would have been another double. Now here's a hard-hit ground ball to short, and just like that, that's 3 up and 3 down for the Arrows in the bottom of the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors as we head to the top of the fifth inning. Our score is the Cardinals 9, the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
The real estate market is hot, almost as hot as the Ottawa Arrows. Let Todd Burrows at Crown Realty in Ottawa keep that hot streak alive for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Todd today at 785-229-5654 or visit toddburrows.crownrealty.com. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows in New Orleans.
Welcome back. We are headed to the top of the fifth inning. here at Kirsch Rooney Stadium. Our score 9-1. The Cardinals over the Arrows. And leading off for the Cardinals is number 13, Evan Keller. Now, Keller today has walked twice, and then he has also grounded out to start off the third inning. Here we are, and the first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Boehm takes a walk behind the pitcher's mound, stretches a bit, now climbs back up on the hill, comes set, makes the pitch, and there is a fly ball deep to left field, but playable. There to grab it for the first out of the inning is 1 out. So Evan Keller flies out to left field for the first out of the inning, and Justin Orie. Orie today has a double, a triple. He really has made some dents as he lines the first pitch foul and kind of clears out a section of players down along the third base side. Orie has not been fooled much today. Next pitch is inside, so they're pitching him inside, but he has really been turning on him the last couple of plate appearances. And he swings at this one and chops it behind the plate foul. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Inside again, so they continue to pound him inside here. The count evens out at 2-2. And now he lines one over the shortstop into left field for a base hit. And Orie now, and then they throw the ball over second base, gets past the pitcher, and on to second base goes Justin Orie. So an error on the play there, allowing the runner to get to second base. First error of the game for either team. Lyle Ball now at the plate. So Orie has a triple, a double, and a single. Just one hit and a homer shy of a cycle for him tonight. Next pitch is also outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Justin Orie, batting third in the lineup for the Cardinals, has delivered tonight. Pitch is outside, 3-0. The wind has changed direction where it was blowing out to right field. And there's ball 4. And it also gets by from the catcher. And Orie moves up to third. And Ball takes the walk. So runners at first and third. 1 out here in the inning, the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch, up high for a ball. Mason Vikner at the plate. He has struck out twice and has a single. Here's the pitch. And he lines one down the left field line. Fair ball into the corner. 1 run will score. Rounding third is Ball. They're going to try and send him, and there will be no throw to the plate. And 2 more runs have scored, now making it a 12-1 ball game as Vikner doubles down the left field line. Two runs home in the inning. Both Orie and Ball score. And now here's Clanton. Clanton has a single, has been hit by a pitch, and popped out to the shortstop. And now we have a pinch hitter for Clanton. Let me look at my roster here. It is number 25. And I knew I was going to run into one of these French names sooner or later that I was going to have a hard time with. But Cameron, we're going to say Goulet. Oh, okay, Gouliot. There we go. See, I knew I was going to catch one of those sooner or later, and I got all the way to the fifth inning before I got to one. That I totally butchered. Anyway, it's 2-0, the count. The left-handed batter. And now the ball gets away just ever so slightly from the catcher, but on to third base on the play is Vikner. Now, we're going to call that a stolen base or a wild pitch. I'm going to call it a wild pitch. So now runner at third, still only one out in the inning, and Goulet swings and misses. Goulet. Cameron Goulet. Pitch is low. Counts 3-2 on the pinch hitter, Cameron Goulet. Goulet fouls it off on the third base side, back behind home plate. Do the 3-2 again, and it's rolled foul past first base. Count remains the same, 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again, and it's rolled past first base on into right field. And Goulet drives home another run. It is now 12-1. Goulet with the single. Toscano now comes to the plate. Was hit by a pitch. He has a single, and he has popped out to short. Here's the pitch. He pops this one up, foul, and out of play on the first base side. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. He offered at it, tried to check his swing, but couldn't quite do it. Home plate umpire says he went around, and now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's chopped foul in front of the plate. The count remains 0-2. He's set, ready, throws, and ball is grounded foul outside of third. Nice stop on the play, even though it was a foul ball. Sudi was able to get there, and or Ferguson at this point, I think, check that out. They moved him around there a little bit on me. And now the ball bounces and about 6 feet in front of the plate for a ball. Count is 1-2, 1 out. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss because first base is occupied. The batter is automatically out. So now there's 2 outs in the inning as Toscano strikes out. Andrew Mauro now to the plate. Mauro lined out to center his last time up, has a single and a walk. First pitch is a strike. checks the runner. Comes set, throws. For a strike, the count goes to 0-2. So 0-2 on the batter, 2 out, 3 home in the inning on 2 hits, and 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. 1-2. 12 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Cardinals. Next pitch, swung and missed. So Brown strikes out the last 2 in the inning, and that closes it out. But 3 runs in the inning for the Cardinals on 3 hits, no errors, 1 error actually on the Arrows. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, our score is the Cardinals 12 and the Arrows 1. You are listening to Arrows Baseball on American Legion, KOFO.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams, from People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more. We believe our local sports teams are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows from all of us at People's Bank, member FDIC.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team the best of luck in the Mid-South Regional Tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, you can get a different $6 footlong every day at Subway of Ottawa.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 5th inning here. Leading off for the Arrows will be Brock Huddleston, then it'll be Merritt Brown and Keegan Finch. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Arrows. You know, it's easy to sit here and look at the score and become a little bit discouraged about today's performance, but I got to tell you, when you look back at this team and what they've accomplished so far over the last 3 years, 3 state championships, and the way they won the one this year, it's maybe a little easy for you to hang your head about what's going on in today's game, but you can never count these guys out. Let's see what happens not only in this game, but let's see what happens for the rest of the tournament. Huddleston leads it off. He grounded out to second base his last time up. Takes a big swing. No contact. Strike 1. Now he hits it, a little chopper back to the pitcher, who essentially just walks the ball over to first base for the first out of the inning. At the last second, he tosses it over to first for the 1-3 put out. Here's Merritt Brown. He grounded out his last time up to the shortstop. Brown was called in very early in relief and has done yeoman work. He hits the ball right back to the pitcher as well. This looks like an absolute replay of what we just saw as he trots over towards first base, tosses it to the first baseman for another 1-3 put out. 2 outs in the inning. And here comes Keegan Finch, who grounded out to the second baseman his last time up. First pitch is down low. Finch, as we mentioned, has a 89 plate appearance, or 89 at bats. He takes a wicked cut and fouls it back 1-1. 36 runs scored, 31 hits, 26 RBIs, 7 doubles, 2 homers. Next pitch, chopped foul on the third base side. Count is 1-2. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th inning. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. So Finch takes it looking. And we will go to the top of the 6th inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 strikeout in the inning. And our Score as we head to the top of the sixth inning is the Cardinals 12, the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Fall is fast approaching, and it's time to book your sports physical with Ottawa Chiropractic. To make it even easier, Ottawa Chiropractic has set aside special days at a very special $25 price. Even better, for every sports physical performed, Ottawa Chiropractic will make a donation to your school's booster club. Call Ottawa Chiropractic today, 785-242-4100, or visit ottawachiropractic.com. Ottawa Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the Ottawa American Legion Baseball Organization, and they wish luck to the Arrows in the Mid-South Regional in New Orleans.
And it's hot. There's no better way to cool the kids off than with a trip to the Forest Park Pool.
I like to go down the slide.
Open Sunday through Thursday, 1 to 6.
I like it when the bucket pours water on my head.
Friday and Saturday, noon to 7.
I splash.
Slides, diving board, 0 entry. There's something for all ages. Even the adults with lap swim, Sunday through Thursday, noon to 1. Run on down.
Hey, there is no running.
Walk on down to the Forest Park Pool. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
And welcome back to Kurt Rooney Stadium here. It is the top of the sixth inning. Our score is 12-1. The Cardinals. Looks like we have a pitching change. Yes, the new pitcher for the Arrows is number 31, Cody Mitchell. Cody Mitchell is on the mound. He's been in 6 games. He has 11 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned, 12 base on balls, 8 strikeouts. He's given up a homer. He is 2-1 on the season with a 4.80 ERA. Here comes the first pitch from Cody Mitchell. And at the plate is Zach Cook, who fouls it off of the inner part of his foot, and that is going to sting. I don't care what the score is, how far ahead you are. That hurts as he is taking a little bit of a trip around the diamond, walking around trying to shake that off. That ball just was a really good pitch, and it just caught him. He got over the top of it and fouled it right off the inner half of the inside of his front foot. He shakes it off, though, and now is back in the batter's box. It's 0-1. Next pitch is a strike, 0-2. As we said, Cody Mitchell's pitched in 11 2/3 innings. Here he is in the top of the sixth inning of this ball game. Pitch is inside, and it's 1-2. Up high, count evens out at 2-2. Now Cook gets sawed off and he grounds it to short, or second base rather, and on over to first base for the out. Now playing first base, by the way, is Grant Maxwell, the left-hander. 57 at-bats, 13 runs. And now a little bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first is high, and an error on Mitchell as he throws the ball over the first baseman's head, and on his way into second base is Luke Lacasse. Lacasse is going to be credited with, I think they're going to call it an error. They're giving an error to the pitcher, Cody Mitchell, on the throw that went over the head of the first baseman. Evan Keller at the plate now. Keller has walked twice, grounded out to short, and flown out to left field. First pitch is in there for a strike. Next pitch is a little tight, a little high, 1-1. big inning of damage for the Cardinals was the second inning where they played at 8 and essentially put this game in a tough situation for the Arrows. Now, the Arrows did answer with a single run in the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals scored 3 more in the top of the 5th inning. And now the pitch is inside, and it's 3-1. Cody Mitchell now on the mound. We started out with Ferguson, then went to Brown, and now to Mitchell. Pitch is a strike, 3-2. 1 out, runner at second. He reached on an error. And ground ball to short, and crossed the diamond in time, and was just able to get Evan Keller on the play for the second out of the inning. And now there's a fly ball to right field, and getting underneath it, and recording the third out of the inning. So, no damage done by the error. They get no hits, and they do have an error in the inning. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, our score is the Cardinals 12, the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
Try explaining the way we do things in Kansas to someone from New York or Boston, and they'll look at you as if you lost your mind. So why would you trust your money with a financial institution that not only doesn't understand our lifestyle, but doesn't care? Luckily for us, there's Kansas State Bank. Community people you know. Kansas State Bank can handle all your banking needs. Checking, savings, and retirement accounts, Visa check cards, and so much more. Call 785-242-3600 and talk to an authentic Kansan today. Kansas State Bank, proud supporter of Ottawa American Legion Baseball as the Arrows head to New Orleans for the Mid-South Regional Tournament.
To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Our score is 12-1, Cardinals over the Arrows. Zach Roussel remains on the mound. He's gone the entire distance for the Cardinals, giving up 1 run on 3 hits. And batting now for the Arrows, I have to check on that, is leading off is Jared Parenti. Parenti leads off here in the 6th inning. First pitch is a ball. Parenti has a single and then grounded out very sharply to third base his last at bat on the first pitch of that at bat. It's 2-0. Chops it foul back towards his own dugout. Nice little grab there by Trevor Boehm with the one-handed grab. Two and one. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Down low, ball 3. Roussel comes set. Now here comes the 3-1 pitch, and it hit him right in the square of the back, and that had to hurt. So a very slow walk to first base for Parenti. But he's a speedster. He might just go ahead and steal one just to make himself feel a little bit better at this point. That had to hurt. That hit him right in the small of the back, right above the belt. And he is also invoking the cardinal rule of baseball. You don't ever rub it. Never. no matter how hard it hurts. Trevor Boehm has a single grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. There goes Parenti on the first pitch. He goes to second, and there's no chance of getting him. The throw was way off. He'd have beaten it anyway. So Parenti steals the bag. And now a runner at second base and nobody out for the Arrows here in the bottom of the sixth inning. They are at the top of the order. As we said, Parenti was hit by a pitch, and now Trevor Boehm takes a ball. The count is 1-1. Out to the mound comes the coach for the Cardinals. It is just having a little bit of a chat right now with his pitcher, telling him to throw strikes. Come on, you got this. Gives him a nice little tap on the backside and runs off the mound. Runner at second, nobody out. Parenti was hit by a pitch to start this inning. Then he stole second base. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And a chopper slow hit towards third base, up with it across the bag in time to get Boehm, but on the play, Parenti moves up to third base. So Boehm is out on the play, 5-3, but moves over to third base. Now here comes Ferguson. Check that. It is now Chance Crowley. Chance Crowley is the hitter. Crowley takes inside for ball one. I'll get you some information on Chance here in a minute. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled back. Had a good hack at it. Really just fouled it straight back. Crowley on the year. 9 runs scored, 11 hits, 12 RBI, 2 doubles, 14 base on balls, couple of stolen bases, batting .275 with an OPS of .807. The 1-1 pitch, swung and missed. 1-2 on Crowley. Roussel now just going through the lineup for the third time here. And he throws that one up high and away, and it's 2-2. So now it's just really the third time through the lineup as we head into the bottom of the sixth inning. So nice job being done by the Cardinal pitcher. And now he throws a slider over the left, just over the outside part of the plate for strike 3, and down goes Chance Crowley looking. Donovan Sudi now at the plate. Sudi is 0 for 2. First pitch is a strike. Fastball just on the outside part of the plate. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Tried to come inside. Looked like maybe the curveball just didn't quite curve enough, and it stayed a little bit inside, and the count evens at 1-1. Runner at third, 2 out. The Arrows would like to get this run home. Fouled back on the first base side and into the net. The count goes to 1-2. One run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Arrows. 12 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. Next pitch is low and away. The count evens out at 2-2. 1 on, 2 out. Bottom of the sixth inning. Here's the pitch. Tight, almost hit him as he turns around, but does not hit him. And now it's 3-2. Sudi on the year, coming into this game, batting .457. And now he takes strike 3. So that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, a hit batter, and a stolen base. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, our score is the Cardinals 12, the Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball, KOFO.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want: success in the Mid-South Regional. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com. The real estate market is hot, almost as hot as the Ottawa Arrows. Let Todd Burrows at Crown Realty in Ottawa keep that hot streak alive for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Todd today at 785-229-5654 or visit toddburrows.crownrealty.com. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows in New Orleans.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams, from People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more. We believe our local sports teams are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa Arrows from all of us at People's Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to the New Orleans Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. And we are in a 7th inning. It is 12-1. Cale Clark is now pitching for the Arrows. Cale has pitched in 5 games, 10 2/3, 8 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 13 base on balls, 9 Ks. He is 1-1 on the year with a 3.94 ERA. And I'm trying to get everything to work for you here, folks, and tell you who's it now at first base. I think is number 31, who was just pitching in the last inning. Cody Mitchell is now at first base for the Arrows. All right, leading off for the Cardinals is number 18, Jorge Messina, who is batting for Lyle Ball. Messina chops one towards short. Long throw. It is in time. Nice play that time by the shortstop, Dalton Rankin, as he is able to range to his right and throw back across his body to just get the pinch hitter. 1 out. Next pitch is away, ball 1. Now another one to Rankin at short, who guns it across to first for the 2nd out. Cameron Goulet. I'll never get it right. I'm giving up. It is at the plate the last time up. He singled and drove in a run as he pinched hit. Check that. I believe he was just hit by the pitch, I believe, on that. So now that, I think, is the 6th or the 7th hit batter of the inning, or I'm sorry, of the game for the Arrows. And now the ball gets away from the catcher and rolls back to the screen and on to second base. Toscano at the plate. Struck out his last time up. It's 2-0 on him now. He has a single, he was hit by a pitch, and he popped out to the shortstop. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. 2 out. First two batters in the inning grounded out to Rankin at short. And now a ground ball up the middle. Toscano singles to center, and then it gets by the center fielder, and on to second is Toscano as a run scores, making it 13-1. An error will be charged to the center fielder on the play. He scored a single and an error. Andrew Mauro at the plate. Mauro takes the pitch outside for a ball. It's now 12 runs on 12 hits for the Cardinals. Runner at second, 2 out. Here comes the pitch. Now there's a fly ball to right field. Ganicorn underneath it, and they haul it in for the 3rd out of the inning. But another run scores, and it is now 12-1. 13-1. Check that. They didn't add that run in there. So it's 13-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning here. There was an error in the inning as well as a single. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Subway of Ottawa is proud to be a longtime supporter of the area sports teams and wishes the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team the best of luck in the Mid-South Regional Tournament. Download the Subway app to order ahead, and don't forget, you can get a different $6 footlong every day at Subway of Ottawa.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
To the bottom of the 7th inning we go. Our score is 13-1, the Cardinals over the Arrows. The final warm-up toss being thrown, and on down to second base the ball goes. It will be Dalton Rankin, Owen Lamar, and Brock Huddleston for the Arrows, unless they pinch hit anybody here, and that's a distinct possibility. Here's the pitch. Rankin grounds one sharply between short and third with a nice single to lead off to start the inning here at the bottom of the 7th inning. A sharply hit baseball between the third baseman and the shortstop. Brody Mundell now steps into the plate. Brody Mundell on the year. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up between the right fielder and the second baseman. The second baseman actually calls off the right fielder and makes the play. Brody Mundell has 30 at-bats, 9 runs, 9 hits, 6 RBI, batting .300 on the year. And that's going to do it for the pitcher as they take him out with 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Let's see who is coming in. We'll check it out here. I'm going to try and get a number on to see who this is. I have not seen it yet. We'll try and get a number here for you. We're working on seeing who the pitcher is. to be Cole Nailsnick, maybe, but I'm not sure that's right either. 23, all right. It is, oh, great. No, Pisacoli? All right, great. Brett Pisacoli. He's a pitcher and a right fielder. He's 6'3", 195. Bats left, throws right. A 2016 grad. Brett Pisacoli. So we do have a runner on at first for the Arrows, so we can't completely close the books on the pitcher for the Cardinals, Zach Roussel, but right now he's responsible for the runner at first base. He went 6 1/3, giving up 1 run and 4 hits. As I said, he's still responsible for the runner at third base, or first base, excuse me. Next pitch is low, ball 2. Now batting for the Arrows is number 49, Johnny Nash. Nash, 33 at-bats, fouls the ball back, and it's 2-1. He has 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 RBIs, a double on the year. He has 7 base on balls, struck out 9 times, 3 stolen bases, been hit by the pitch 4 times. And Nash swings and hits a slow roller that gets past the pitcher, but he's out at first, and then they throw back across the diamond. Some really good running by Dalton Rankin there as he gets all the way over to third base on that slow roller that just got past the pitcher's mound. The third baseman had to make the play on it, and Rankin never stopped. He went from first to third on that as Cody Nash is retired. And now batting for the Arrows is number 13, who is not listed. Let me look and see if I can find out who that is. It's a ball and a strike on the batter. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick and see who he's listed as number 13 on this. Swing and a miss. The count is 1-2. Number 13 is Spencer Mays. Spencer Mays is batting. And did he offer? He did. He went around. Since Spencer Mays strikes out. And that is the ball game. So, our final score here is the Louisiana Cardinals 13 and the Kansas Arrows 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on KOFO.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
From work life to nightlife, from home to the road, your day can take you anywhere. These fast-paced times call for Wrangler Advanced Comfort jeans. Advanced Comfort is designed to keep up with you, no matter where you go or what you're doing. They're made with 20% stronger denim and 4-way flex technology that moves with you. Wrangler Advanced Comfort. Go anywhere, look great, and be comfortable. Wrangler Advanced Comfort jeans. Try on a pair today.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
You won't believe how many cool things the Ottawa Recreation Commission has coming up. Fall youth flag football and soccer teams are now forming. There are different divisions for different ages, kindergarten through 6th grade. Grown-ups can have fun by joining a fall men's or co-ed softball team, and you'll save money if you sign up now. Interested in yoga? There's a beginner's class and a yoga flow class. Both are going to fill up fast. Find out more at orcottawaks.org or call them 785-242-1939. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
And welcome back to the postgame show at Kirsch Rooney Stadium in New Orleans for the Advantage Electric Arrows postgame show on KOFO. Once again, our final is 13-1. It just wasn't the Arrows' day-to-day. The second inning kind of did them in. They weren't able to get out of that inning without giving up 8 runs. So 8 runs really kind of twisted the tide, so to speak, in that part of the game, and it was really an uphill battle from there. An unusual start, to say the least, for Trent Ferguson. Ferguson, who has had a tremendous season, really just struggled with his control today, and that sort of left him unable to get the outs like he normally has. Over the past 2 seasons, this is, to let you know just what kind of baseball player Ferguson is. Over the last 2 seasons, he is 12-1 on the mound with an ERA of 1.17. So, that should be your guide there, and it's unfortunate that the tables turned on him a little bit today. I know he'll be disappointed about it, but, really when you look back over the last couple of years, really a tremendous pitcher. As I said, 12-1 on the mound with an ERA of 1.17. So a tough outing here. The Arrows will play tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. They will play against Tennessee. I can give you a couple of other scores here from the tournament. Earlier today, Tennessee lost to Arkansas by a score of 9-6 in the first game, and Missouri over Mississippi 11-0 in this game. So the Arrows will play Tennessee tomorrow morning at 9:30. Let's do this. Let's take a break right now, and we come back here shortly. You are listening to the Advantage Electric Arrows postgame show on KOFO, and we'll be back to talk with Coach shortly after this break.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Try explaining the way we do things in Kansas to someone from New York or Boston. They'll look at you as if you lost your mind. So why would you trust your money with a financial institution that not only doesn't understand our lifestyle, but doesn't care? Luckily for us, there's Kansas State Bank. Community people you know. Kansas State Bank can handle all your banking needs. Checking, savings, and retirement accounts, Visa check cards, and so much more. Call 785-242-3600 and talk to an authentic Kansan today. Kansas State Bank, proud supporter of Ottawa American Legion Baseball as the Arrows head to New Orleans for the Mid-South Regional Tournament.
There's people who care where I'm going and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway, we'll take you wherever you go.
Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Fall is fast approaching, and it's time to book your sports physical with Ottawa Chiropractic. To make it even easier, Ottawa Chiropractic has set aside special days at a very special $25 price. Even better, for every sports physical performed, Ottawa Chiropractic will make a donation to your school's booster club. Call Ottawa Chiropractic today, 785-242-4100, or visit ottawachiropractic.com. Ottawa Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the Ottawa American Legion Baseball Organization, and they wish luck to the Arrows in the Mid-South Regional in New Orleans.
Welcome back to Kirsch-Rooney Stadium in New Orleans for the Advantage Electric Arrows postgame show on KOFO. Our final today, 13-1. Joining me now is manager Brian Long. And Brian, tough one today.
Yeah, we weren't in it mentally. You know, the guys that were out there. I mean, that's probably on me with the preparation and stuff, and maybe I didn't do a good enough job getting them ready and getting them up. It's a tough comeback after 2 days of being off after a tough road back, 6-win championship run there to come back and try to muster enough enthusiasm to play ball, and that falls on the head coach. So it's on me, and we'll do a little bit of talking tonight and see where we're at and try to battle back. But we find ourselves in familiar place here. We've got to win. We've got to go on a long winning streak now to stay competitive.
Yeah, I was just going to say that to you. This is not unfamiliar territory for you at all. You had to battle back and win 6 in a row, including beating Great Bend twice in order to win the state championship. So now the challenge is there again, and you've proven it once. The team has proven it once that they can step up to that challenge. Mentally, as a coach in a situation like this, do you kind of take it and say, hey, all right, let's put this out of our mind as quickly as possible, or do you try and teach from some things that went on out there? What do you try and do?
Well, you definitely take advantage of the opportunity to teach and coach situations and things like that. So, I mean, this isn't going to be a lost opportunity for us. We're going to grow as a team grows ball players, and that's what we've been doing all season. So, we haven't been in a situation like this before. They took advantage of opportunities. We didn't throw strikes early, made mental error after mental error, and just couldn't get the bats going to sustain any kind of an offensive attack. So, all that comes down to we need to be better tomorrow. We need to be better right away to compete at this level, and like I said, I have full faith and confidence in each one of these guys, and it was good to get some of these other guys some experience in this situation as well. So that's a positive that comes out of this. So it's one of those things that you take it, put it in your back pocket. I always take something from a loss, and that's kind of what we're going to do today, and that's the moment that we're going to have to where we go through what we need to do to get better to play tomorrow.
And so tomorrow, with being an elimination situation for you, everybody going to be available no matter what?
As far as pitching?
Yeah.
Everybody but everybody that can be as far as the pitch count goes. Yeah, that's definitely where it goes. Obviously, I think Trenton's done for a couple days. I think he threw over 50. Merritt, I'm sure, is done for at least today. I'm not sure how many he threw, but I'm sure he threw over 50 as well. So Cody and Kale, they can both come back if we need them. Chance Crowley will be the starter. We're not changing from our game plan with that. He's been in big situations all year long, and he's going to have a tough challenge no matter which of these teams we play. He's going to have a tough challenge to try to extend our season tomorrow, but he just did it a few days ago, so he should have the confidence to be able to do that.
Yeah, you play Tennessee tomorrow. It's really, as you said, a little unfortunate for Ferguson, who over the past 2 seasons been 12-1, and I'm sure he's probably, when he walked off the mound there today, he was not feeling great about it. But that's where you've done such a great job with these players, is keeping everybody at an even keel. And I know that's tough on the player, but it certainly speaks to you as a coach of being able to try and level that out.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but these are great kids, and it comes down to them and their upbringing. And Trent's a great kid, and this by far, I think he'd tell you too that this is probably his worst outing in a well, probably today he'd probably tell you his worst outing in a baseball uniform, period. But definitely, over the course of the last few seasons for us, this was not a typical Trenton Ferguson outing. But hey, now it falls onto his teammates. We extend it. We can give him another opportunity to get back out there and show what he can really do.
Great. Coach, thanks for joining us here. I know tough loss today, but I also know that your team is tough. They come back. You do a great job with getting your players ready after any type of adversity. That's shown what you did at the state level, the fact that you won 3 state tournaments in a row, the fact that you've been here 3 years in a row. So, as I said all along during the game, while people may be, a little sad about the way it turned out today, by no means does this team have quit in it. And I think that's a testament to not only your players but to you as a coach. And so go out there and get them tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
You bet. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to the Advantage Electric Arrows postgame show on KOFO.
This is Eric Stonestreet, and as many of you know, I love my home state of Kansas. In March, Kansas ranchers lost homes, equipment, and thousands of cattle from the largest wildfires in the state's history. Imagine losing all you have in a fire. Not just your house, but your livelihood. Ranchers are beginning to rebuild, but it will take years and tens of millions of dollars to build back herds, fences, and other infrastructure. Today, I'm asking you to help. Donate what you can and show your support to the ranchers of Kansas. Simply go to kansasfires.com. Your donation is tax deductible and will go to those who need it the most.
And welcome back once again. Our final today, 13-1, the Cardinals over the Arrows. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, right here at Kirsch Rooney Stadium. Join us 15 minutes before first pitch for the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic Arrows pregame show. You've been listening to the Advantage Electric Arrows postgame show on KOFO. I'm Mike Haight, filling in for Gary Bateman, who is safe. He'll have this job forever, I guarantee you, after today. Talk to you tomorrow at 9:30. Until then, good night, and thanks for joining us.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball from the Mid-South Regional Tournament at Kirsch Rooney Stadium in New Orleans on KOFO. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Croucher Abstract, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, the City of Ottawa. Also by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, People's Bank, Todd Burrows of Crown Realty, Subway, and by Wise Guys Construction, Ransom Memorial Hospital, and Advantage Electric. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
By Jason Vargas of Jonathan Scope to end the first inning. And every strikeout this year, Sun Life Financial and Royals Charities will donate $23 to JDRF Kansas City. Let's team up to strike out diabetes. Mustakas takes it low, and it's a 1-1 count. Mike leads the team in home runs with 30. He's driven in 69 runs. That also leads the club. And Hellickson brings the 1-1, and Moose pops it foul back and out of play. Well, before Moose pops one out of here, there's an interesting stat. The Royals have not hit a home run their last 3 games after hitting 21 the previous 10, so they're on pace to wreck their all-time franchise record. They're on pace for 201, and their record is 168. But there's more to the story than just that. Here's the 1-2 pitch inside, 2-2. There have only been 2 3-game series in the 25 years at Camden Yards where neither team hit a home run in the 3-game series. In 92, Brewers here against the Orioles, and 93, Blue Jays against the Orioles. There's a swing and a foul off. So we're expecting the Royals to go deep because Hellickson gives up a lot of home runs, and